Right now, I'm in West Palm Beach, Florida, and I'm at a hotel a couple of miles from my house. And we are expecting very strong hurricane winds tomorrow. Right now, the tropical force storm winds are hitting us, and that will accelerate in the next 24 hours into hurricane strength winds starting tomorrow morning and into the evening. Right now, the rain's just starting to come in, the wind's picking up. People are starting to, sort of anticipate the storm approaching and hitting. The wind's picking up slowly, the rain's starting to come. So we're actually just starting to get the first bands, the first outer bands of the storm.
Approximately how many Armenians, to your information, or American Armenians are living in the affected area or potentially affected area?
There are about 6,000 to 8,000 Armenian Americans in the Naples, Fort Myers, Tampa, St. Pete area of Florida, which is the Gulf Coast, the side of Florida, the western side of Florida that faces the Gulf of Mexico. There's more here population-wise on the East Coast from Palm Beach down to Miami. There's about 10,000 Armenian Americans here in South Florida. But this storm is so big that it affects the entire state. In fact, 64 out of 67 counties are under hurricane watch or warning. That means that everyone in the entire state, up till Tallahassee, and we have Armenian communities in Tallahassee, in Jacksonville, in Orlando, and one of the fastest growing communities in Florida is in the Tampa, St. Pete region.
Is government doing everything possible? Are local authorities doing everything? Is it normal? Is there any problems, issues?
Actually, our elected officials in Tallahassee and our local leadership here in South Florida has been superb. Our governor declared a state of emergency on Tuesday, which was about 5 days ago, and doing so that early allowed federal resources to come into the state of Florida so we could help prepare. Here in Palm Beach County, there was actually a state of emergency and a curfew declared after 3 p.m. So people are advised not to go outside after 3 p.m. today, all the way through tomorrow evening. So our government, our law enforcement, some people have been already arrested trying to loot. That happens in storms like this. Bad people go out and try to do bad things and take advantage of those who have left their homes, hopefully boarded up, but they have left their homes nonetheless. And so, we've had a couple of instances of reporting, but nothing too bad. This is the time where our communities are coming together. We've done a lot of preparation. Many people that I know had their shutters up on Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, well in advance of the storm.
What have you done? Maybe bought some product? You tell me.
Well, the first thing we did was buy bottles of water. That's water is the most precious resource. So we bought, and you're supposed to have a gallon per person as far as reserves of water per day. So if you're anticipating, a week to 2 weeks without water for two people, for a couple or a family of four, you're talking about a lot of water. So filling up water, filling your bathtub up with water, filling every container you have up with clean, purified drinking water is the first thing you did. And we bought a lot of bottled water. The next thing you need is flashlights and batteries and all different kinds of batteries for all different kinds of lights, candles. We have stacks and stacks of. I can send you some photos of our resources that we have ready to go. And then the next thing after that is gasoline. We had to go to the gas station. Some people waited hours in line to get gasoline to fill up their cars. I have an extra 6-gallon gas tank that I filled up with gas late last night. St. Mary Armenian Church down in Hollywood, just outside Fort Lauderdale, is open as a hurricane shelter. So if any of the families don't feel safe in their homes, the Armenian Church in South Florida, St. Mary Armenian Church in Hollywood, Florida, just outside Fort Lauderdale, is open as a hurricane shelter. So our community has come together as the Armenian American community. Our people are doing everything they can to help their neighbors and their friends prepare. And we have been taking steps days in advance so that we can weather the storm and prepare for what comes next.